All right, resource game. While I'm sitting here, man, I was sitting here thinking, like, okay, I want to talk to you guys about having a balanced life, especially if you're a truck driver. I can't really speak on any other profession because I'm not doing other professions. I'm doing trucking, so I can really speak on trucking. Um, have talking to you guys about having a balanced life, which means being able to still enjoy life, enjoy your money, as you being a truck driver. I know sometimes stuff get hard, stuff get challenging, but you still need to have a balanced life outside of trucking or whatever your profession is. But I'm specifically talking about trucking because 9 times out of 10, most drivers, or a lot of new drivers, are out there anywhere between nine, not nine, I'm sorry, anywhere between 3 to 4 weeks at a time. And then when you do come home, a lot of companies want you to be at home 3 to 4 days. And you really don't have time to really you know, get out and enjoy your family and enjoy some of the money you have made because you just got so short of a time to try to do a bunch of things. God forbid if you gotta, try to handle business on top of be a family man, be a husband, be a father, be a son, be an uncle, so on and so forth. Then you trying to make time for yourself to just, debrief from everything that you have to, you went through these last 4 weeks. Um, I can truly say this that when you are on the road, it is different than a regular 9 to 5. Um, 9 to 5, you're gonna go to work and you're gonna come back home. When you hit the road, you don't know if you're gonna come back home. I mean, granted, we all want to come back home because that's the goal. You want to leave, you want to come back the same way you left. But you have to think different, you have to live different, and most of all, you have to be different because we traveling for to different states, different cities. You know what I'm saying? And some people go to different country, Canada and Mexico in reference. And you have to be a whole different person. Like you have to totally think different because it's different everywhere you go. People mindset is different. People mentality is different. So you can't act the same. I'm not saying be somebody you're not or be something you're not, but you got to be smart and strategic when you're traveling in and out of people's city because once again, you don't know what's on the next man's mind. Going to truck stops, going to Walmarts, going to even some of these shippers and receivers. You have to be different. You have to carry yourself different. But in the midst of doing all of that, you still have to have a balanced life. Y'all, matter of fact, one of my cousins sent me something today showing that a certain amount of truck drivers that commit suicide because they don't have a balanced life. They on the road so much. They lose their family, they lose their wife, they lose their relationship with their children, so on and so forth. But I'm just here to tell you guys, you got to have a balanced life. Money is not everything. You have to take time for yourself in order to uh, enjoy yourself and to have a peace of mind when you get out here on this road. I've been on this road now for the last 8, going on 9 years. And I can tell you this, when I'm on the road versus when I'm at home, I'm two different people. I carry myself different because I know that, it's dangerous out here. It is very dangerous out here. I see it all the time. I hear it all the time. You know, people get kidnapped, people get killed, people get robbed. You know what I'm saying? People get shot. So it is different everywhere you go. But I do want to say that, as you get experience in the trucking industry, you have to be able to find that balance where you can work, make good money, and still enjoy family time. Because family time is what it's all about. You know, you want to go out here and provide for your family, but you also want to be able to enjoy your family. And it sucks because it's almost like a catch 22 because you can't be at home and be gone at the same time. You know, luckily I have a dedicated route, which I'm almost like 3.5 and I'm out. Three and a half gone, I'm three and a half, I'm back in, you know, just depending on how I'm feeling on the work week or whatever I'm trying to accomplish for us that week, for as money wise. And another good thing is that I'm a trainer. So what'll take a driver 2 days to do, it'll take me 1 day. So, and I have a pretty set route. So I don't pretty much deviate from my route unless it's something special or something that was like that's really required and need of me. So that give me a perfectly good balance. A lot of time people ask me if they don't know, they be like, hey, how do you balance being at home and being a truck driver? Well, the world is simple. I've learned that anything you get into career wise, you need to learn the ins and outs of what you're doing. You need to learn everything it is to learn. Like I tell my students all the time, learn everything in order to know how to calculate your moves and how to move. So, in the industry, I've learned early on what makes sense. It don't make sense for me to be out 3 or 4 weeks now. I've done that my first year because I needed to get the experience. I needed to get all the elements. I needed to understand the game. So I didn't mind paying that price to be out over the road to understand the game. The next year I was like, all right, I get it. And first of all, it's no money to me over the road. I mean, to me, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got a real big contract. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna speak for everybody. Because everybody's situation can be different. Like my situation is different now, and I'm not. I'm over the road, but I'm not over the road. You know what I'm saying? But um, I've learned that dedicated to me is the best way to go. To me, dedicated is the best way to go. I mean, other people might disagree, and that's okay. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and I'm fine with that. But for the most part of it, local. Local is cool. Local is not bad, but you're not gonna make a whole bunch of money if money is what you in it for. Some people are not in it for the money. Some people are in it for the train, but you won't make a whole bunch of money locally. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you get the chance to be at home with your family every night. Your family is what's important to you. Um, and I'm sure it's important to a lot of people. I mean, it is to me anyway. But you won't make a lot of money, but for the trade off, you get a chance to be in your bed, eat in your kitchen, shower in your bathroom, and you get the chance to see your kids, day in and day out, so on and so forth, right? But you have your balanced life. But for all the people that's over the road, um, that's trying to find a balance, I would tell you this. This would be my advice to you to figure out what is it that's going to work for you. Figure out what's going to work for you. Because there's more than one way to skin a cat, as my mom used to tell me growing up. You know, if you looking for a balance, um, being over the road can be fun too. Let me stop. Let me explain a little bit about being over the road. Being over the road can definitely be fun. You just got to be willing to do the extra stuff, which means park in a city, a big city, park your truck, get you an Uber. You know what I'm saying? Go downtown to some of these cities or find you something to do. Get you an Uber, get you a Lyft, or if you can drop your trailer in Bobtail. You know what I'm saying? But you want to be safe with that too, knowing where you can and can't take that truck, your 18 wheeler. Get you a hotel, find you a nice city, get you a hotel, get you an Uber, you know, go out, explore the city, do that. One of my friends told me what she do is she always, when she over the road, she'll travel to a city or a big state and park her truck in that state and catch a flight somewhere. And when it's time to go back to work, fly back to a truck, keep it moving that way. So you can really make the best out of it. You can really balance it, but you got to understand the ins and outs of how to balance it. When I first got over the road, I always parked near either where my family was at. I always got loads going towards where my family was at, or I parked in a state where I can get out and explore. That what made it worth my while for my first year of being over the road. That what gave me the balance I need, because I was able to get to my family and I figured out a way. to actually get home a little more than 3 or 4 weeks. I found out a way to, kind of spend my 34-hour reset at home. If you don't know what a 34-hour reset, that means you ain't been a truck driver. And I advise you, if you're going to be a truck driver, to learn the in and out about a 34-hour reset. And what your 34-hour reset is 12 hours, 24 hours plus 10. So you got a day and a day and a half almost, to just kind of be off and relax. So I would take my 34-hour reset. Either I'd be in Alabama, I'd be in Ohio, I'd be in Texas where I live at, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm going to Florida where my folks at, you know what I'm saying? So wherever I feel like my people was at, that's where I was at. So that kind of helped me balance the life because I can tell you this, it do get lonely on that road. Yeah, it get lonely on that road. It get frustrating on that road. You know what I'm saying? The road sometimes do get long. So you have to find a balance in order to keep your sanity when you're on the road. Sorry guys, I was rudely interrupted on what I was doing. Um Now I'm just kidding, guys. I wasn't rudely interrupted. But back to what I was saying, guys, you have to, figure out something to keep your sanity because, like I said, it get lonely, it get boring sometimes. And, you got to figure out a way to keep yourself interested because, the whole goal is you want to get your experience, over the road so you can get to a better position, with another job or even with your current job. So, keeping that in mind, you want to, finding that balance is very important. Very, very important. So, I would say this, guys, find you a hobby. I know guys that are DJs, they take the equipment on the road and they go and, they hook their system up to the truck and all the speakers and they, you know, um, they start DJing in their truck. And then you got content creators, such as myself, pretty much on the camera talking about what's going on and, all the stuff that's happening. So on and so forth, guys, finding a balance. Finding the balance if you're gonna become a truck driver. Finding the balance even if you are a truck driver and you're struggling right now, just trying to figure out how to get through, you know. And what, like I said, what helped me is utilizing, everything that's around me. If I was just in my regular city, if I was in my regular city, what would I do? Go get a rental car and, go, take some time and drive off or whatever. Go to another city, go to a beach or something like that. Go catch a plane ticket from where you at. I mean, it's really what you made out of, what you make it. But you just got to be creative and use your mind. You know, you don't want to always be in that truck, man, because them little four walls will drive you nuts. It will drive you nuts. And on your 34-hour reset, I always tell all my students, man, get out that truck, go do something. Go do something. Just don't sit in that truck the whole time, man. Get out, go do something. Go have some fun. Go see some. Hell, go meet some people or something. Be safe, but get out the truck. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, guys, I just want to I guess I'll leave it at that. And on my page, this page that I'm doing, I do want to give you guys work life and regular life. Civilian life, because on that truck, man, it's different. It's totally different from just being out in the city regularly. Like I said, you got to move different and you got to think different because it's a different world out there, man. And I see everything you can imagine almost every week. I see people get killed. I see trucks turn over. I see cars turn over. I see cars on fire. I see just about everything you can think of. So with that being said, to all my drivers out there, man, find y'all a balance. Find you a balance in driving these trucks. Have fun driving these trucks. Be safe driving these trucks. Make a earnest living where you can take care of your family while driving this truck. All right. With that being said, guys, I'll catch up with y'all later, man. I just wanted to come and talk to y'all a little bit about that. And So y'all stay tuned for the next video with a balanced life with your favorite driver, the Bishop. I'll catch y'all on the next one.